And this is The Greatest Show, episode 149. We're not dead. This is Trisha.
Hi.
This is Mel.
Hi.
That's Metal Jesus.
Where? Oh.
The one without the beard. Or the one with the beard, sorry.
Thank you. Oh my God. Nice.
And I'm DJ. And I'm wearing one of my favorite shirts.
Classic video.
Yeah, it is. Seagulls. Stop it now. So I got two of these, and they're both the same size, and they're both wonderful. So as long as I get her to do laundry every other day.
He pretty much lives in it.
Yeah. It's good stuff. Good stuff. How have you been? Oh, and for everybody out there, I got my first tattoo. It's the CrossGen sigil.
I'm on number 6 with this one.
I'm on number 6 with it.
Oh yeah, well I'll be caught up by the end of the year. All right.
Yeah.
Told you they're addictive. They are people.
They are. I have a list on my phone already. It's a huge list of stuff I want on my body.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep piling more and more cats onto this.
Yeah,
Someday I might even get something that has color on it. But I'm super indecisive, so I stick with black.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it also. It's like anything that's permanent, you know, you're like, I gotta be able to stick with this.
Yeah.
Well, with that black, we can take highlighters to it and color it whatever we want.
Yep.
I like that.
You say that, so you got highlighter stuff all over you because, you know, when you sleep, you got things pressed up against other things, and it's just weird.
So, what's been new with you guys?
Tattoos.
Oh.
Well, aside from that,
No. Well, it's my birthday, and I'll be getting toys.
happy birthday.
Which I showed you earlier. I am at. Sorry.
No, nothing makes a migraine better than flashing lights in front of my eyes.
I am a crusty 43. Oh God. I'm about to get a kitten too.
Come on.
Or not.
Don't look at me.
I have a new route at work, and it's the route I'm going to retire on.
Nice. Is it like still in the Vietnamese district or?
No, I've got a bunch of Russians on my route now, so I'm going to start learning how to speak Russian soon.
All right.
And I've not spoken Vietnamese hardly at all in the last 5 or 6 months. So I mean, it's starting to get rusty already.
Yikes.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. Kitty, what are you doing? I tried to get everybody on the show, and well, that's normal. People started dropping off. Honestly, I knew that it was just going to be, well, I was going to say the 3 of us, but the 4 of us is how I thought it was going to go.
Oh, hey, I know what happened since we saw them last.
Oh, what?
Went headfirst into the road.
Oh, yeah, someone's got a Harry Potter-like scar.
Yeah, I probably can't see it.
No, you're going to have to get close if you will.
Oh.
It's, yeah. I think that I sent you pictures, or maybe you saw them on Facebook or something.
I went headfirst into the road, and I have I don't know, a little more than an inch.
You okay?
Dent in my head. I needed 3 stitches.
Oh,
And I had a mild concussion.
Ooh.
sorry.
Yeah, that's rough.
It was back in October.
Wow.
And I got my first ambulance ride.
How was it?
It was an ambulance ride.
It was, yeah, it was kind of weird. I mean, it was, I wish I wanted them to like turn on the sirens and go fast, but they're like, you don't need to get to the hospital that quick. We're just going to go in traffic.
All right.
Oh.
So, I mean, most of the time they were just, they really for me, they ended up not doing much because basically I was coated in blood because just like when you watch wrestling or UFC fights, head cuts just pour blood. And
It is true.
we learned that. And so I had blood just because I was kind of holding something on it. So I know it was all the way all down this arm and all over my shirt and all over my hair. And it was on my shoes. It was all over the sidewalk. And so basically the guy in the ambulance spent most of the time cleaning me up. And I said, if you leave the blood on me, I might get in quicker. But yeah, he cleaned me up. So
I married a lemon.
yeah.
She's an uncoordinated lemon.
Yep. I am a lemon.
Walking or?
We had the e-scooters here, so I brought someone out on their first e-scooter ride, and well, I've never seen someone fall in that way ever, and I will probably never witness that again.
Okay.
They when they work on the streets here, when they're not working on them, they cover them with metal plates. And so basically I got to the metal plate in the road, which is like probably close to 2 inches higher than the road.
Well, there's a little ramp up
yeah.
to it, and then there's a little divot. And because I've ridden them before, I had gone over that before, so I knew to crouch down a little bit to let the shock happen. No, she just hit it full speed, and then there was an awkward couple of steps, and then all of a sudden her face was on the pavement.
Oh.
Yikes.
Mm-hmm. And the thing that cut my head open was actually my sunglasses. So I could really use prescription sunglasses again because I hit like this corner of my head, and so the sunglasses broke right at the corner, and then they went into my head. So
Oh wow. Okay.
yeah, because I mean I didn't realize it at first, but after thinking about it and realizing that I didn't have any kind of gravel or road burn or anything like anywhere on my face, I finally kind of realized that it must have been the sunglasses that did it.
So it
So-
just kind of came down to shitty luck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. Oh, kitty. So that was my first and last e-scooter ride.
Yeah.
I didn't let you take me to do anything fun on this vacation because that was October, the last time you had a week off.
Yeah. And you had mentioned before the show, Metal, that you are off social media. I'm off of Facebook. I only have the Facebook Messenger in case, I don't know, somebody important wants to get a hold of me or, keep the greatest conversation going. Although I am trying to move everybody over to Discord.
Oh, are you?
Oh, it's pretty good actually.
I wasn't aware of that.
Well, I knew you were. I had mentioned it to you that you should jump on.
Yeah, and I said I don't care.
What's new with you?
Well, aside from what we told you, just working at a hospital, and she's taking care of the mini Metal. So
Yeah.
Working at a hospital?
doing IT stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I assume you're the IT man.
I couldn't fit that together in my head.
Is the phrase you use most often? Did you turn it off and turn it on again?
No, it's mostly curse word that I can't say on the Yeah.
Yeah.
About 7 sentences long and 60% cursing.
That's a thing. That is a thing. All right, that's it. Show's over. We're done.
Yep. See you next time, folks, for episode 150.
No, that's not. No. I don't know if you were aware of this, but Twitch has been streaming every episode of Doctor Who from the classic series. Why does this keep happening? They've been doing it for the last 15, 16, 17 days.
Really?
Yeah.
All day.
It goes in 12-hour chunks. So it starts at 10 our time and goes till 10 at night. So you'll see a block of new episodes, and then at 10 at night, it just replays what it did during the day. And then for the next day, it starts over again. So they're up to late Tom Baker right now. I'm interested. I'm very excited for early Peter Davidson tomorrow, or mid Peter Davidson. I don't know how far they're going to get into, and then Colin Baker before I have to go back to work on Tuesday.
Nice.
Yeah. Doctor Who. I mean, it can't be bad.
No, it can, because every 20 some minutes the theme song plays twice at the beginning and the ending.
And she loves it.
Yeah.
I take it that she's the biggest fan in the house.
Oh, yeah, I can't even put into words how big a fan she is.
Especially with a migraine.
Oh yeah. Oh, we're in the theme song where it's like an ice pick opening, and then it screeches. It's my favorite opening, but of course someone's got problems.
Yeah, it definitely feels like an ice pick.
I'm sorry.
True.
Yeah.
So, any decisions on what games we do? Like with the conversation between you, me, Rob, and Sir Rob?
Games. You mean like role playing?
Yeah.
Well, I thought that pretty much died on the vine, but I mean, because I expected to be talking about it over Christmas, even though I was super busy.
Yeah, I figured we'd wait until after Christmas and then...
Oh, okay. Well, I'm in a Doctor Who mood.
All right. So fandom rubbed off on you?
I have all the books for the Doctor Who role-playing game.
All right, all the different doctors and whatnot?
Yeah, well, see, the Doctor source books, though, that's basically just to explain the era, and maybe if you want to run one of the adventures as an adventure of our own, we could do that.
All right.
They do give alternate endings for certain ones, too, so it's definitely... So if you wanted to do a specific Dalek episode, for instance, I could run it, but I could use the alternate ending, so it gives you a swerve at the ends that you weren't expecting.
All right. Nice.
Like there's Cybermen inside of the Daleks?
Like the Daleks are actually dispensing chips and Cheetos.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's what those were.
Dispensers?
You press the round thing and then it comes out.
Nice. I'm down for that.
They're just trying to chase you down and serve you snacks, and you're running away screaming.
I have your change. I have your change.
They'd be great at casinos.
Yes. I've been playing a lot of Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, and I just started playing Assassin's Creed Rebellion.
Rebellion? That is what, number 9, 10?
No, it's an app for tablets and phones, and it's little doll-shaped assassins, and basically you get to set up your own little house, base of operations, and then you go do missions and stuff, and it's kind of like Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, but there's different. It's just got a different feel to it.
All right.
You'd like it.
Yeah, I've fallen off the whole mobile gaming thing. I just lost interest.
Whatever. I can't see what you would possibly have better to do these days.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe kiss her.
What's its name?
Ronan.
Ronan?
Yeah,
Yes.
his name is Ronan, like the samurai.
Sweet.
Cool. I like that name.
Yeah.
It's a very
Thank
cool
you.
name. I wanted to say I like that you guys have the same haircut. From the angle I see you at, I mean, it looks, you know,
Oh.
one's curly, one's straight.
Actually, your hair might be a little longer than mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to. I got tired of the baby pulling my hair. He was just like, oh, screw you, Mom, and then just like yanks.
Oh,
Well, like Metal Jesus, was it born with a full length of back hair?
and beard.
He was full. He was born with a full head of hair.
I can see
So
that.
kind of,
Yeah.
and he has back hair, sort of.
Well, it's that little baby peach
That
fuzz.
poor kid is going to look like Squatch when he grows up.
Or in 2 years.
mini cousin it. We'll see him coming with sunglasses.
That's
Oh my God, I can already see Halloween.
Yeah. He wears it well.
Rona, did you shave today? Yes, 3 times.
Yeah.
I had a full head of hair when I was born.
I had a full head of hair about 15 years ago.
Maybe.
I had her hair about 15 minutes ago.
Did you cut it again?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, no, it's not since May. It's
Oh, okay.
only down to
Yeah,
Here.
it's so tough when it's curly. You never really understand how long the hair actually is.
yeah.
Told you it was longer.
Our neighbor has naturally curly hair, and she was over one day and we were talking about haircuts or something, and I said, I just need to stretch your hair out and actually see how long it is, and you know, going from like shoulder down another 5 inches or so. Crazy.
Yeah, it surprises you.
Yeah.
I have naturally pink hair, so I add some dark colors into it to make it look a little bit more natural.
All right. Is that
If the pink was a slightly darker shade of red, I would think it was a murder scene when she uses the shampoo.
You can get colored shampoo so that when you have your hair colored, you basically, it keeps depositing color every time you wash it.
You use overtone?
It's the stuff I have is called conditioner or clean conditioner,
Oh,
depending on how you want to pronounce it.
I know what you're talking about vaguely. I've seen it at Ulta.
Yep, that's where I go for my haircuts, and that's where I got it colored. And so, yeah, I didn't realize that they had that stuff because I hadn't been in there for so long. So I got my hair cut and colored about the middle of October. So then, since then, I've just been using the hot pink conditioner stuff. I also have a bottle of turquoise color that I got off of Amazon, and I think the brand name is, I think it's Viral or something that starts with a V. I feel like I always get that name wrong. So,
I know what some people do is that they just take like straight up color and they mix it with conditioner.
and that's I've had other people who have colored hair tell me that as well, and I didn't realize that would work. And then I mentioned it to the guy that cut my hair and colored it pink, and he agreed. He said that he knows that people do that too, and that it works out okay. So yes, that is another great idea that DJ can clean up in the bathtub. after me.
So, someone is blind without her glasses on, so I'm the only one that can see while I'm in there.
I can't see this.
I mean, I've had good results with Punky Color. It hasn't stained anything really in the bathroom, so
Okay.
it might be worth trying.
And I did look it up. The brand is called Viral that I also have the turquoise in. So
Okay. I don't think I've heard of that one.
it makes the texture of your hair different. That is a lot of hair.
You showed him Ronan?
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah. He was basically born with that much hair.
Wow.
I think my hair was a little bit shorter, but also very dark. So it really.
I've got a beard and he's
Shows
got
up.
more hair than I do.
Yeah, he's got like slight hair on his arms, his back, he's a hairy baby.
So weird.
He's got the Italian sweater.
My goodness.
So, I know that when I expected you to come on tonight, I expected the big Budweiser sign in the background. You must not live there.
No.
That's what I figured. Oh,
Yeah, there's nothing changes. So,
Yeah.
good. Gotta put some decorations on the wall or something, though.
agreed.
Yeah.
He's complaining that you need to put decorations on your wall. Just
Hey.
remember that.
Hey, I
That is
I
very
normally have stuff going on behind me.
Hey, it's abstract modern art.
There you go. All right.
No.
Yes.
No.
That could go for $4 or
Sorry.
$5 million.
No.
No, I gotta go with her. That's no. No, close your eyes.
Come on, I'm trying.
I could have these hung up behind me.
Yeah, that's true.
No, I said once we have enough of those, we can hang them off the ceiling like fluorescent lights. So the power went out here a couple weeks ago. There's a big windstorm, and our entire neighborhood here was pitch black. We were out of the house at the time. So when we came home, we didn't stay up for very long in the pitch black. But those lightsabers are the best flashlights on the planet.
Wow.
Let's get one.
Really? That's your selling point?
I sold it.
I mean they're well the place that makes these, it's called Saber Forge, and they're south of here in Oregon City. And they mill everything. They make them from scratch. And when we were down there, when he was picking his out the other day for his birthday, the guy that was working in the showroom that day said, when I mentioned their good flashlights, he said, "Yeah, I read a book by mine the other night because the power went out and it was the same storm." So
Right.
he said that he had a red one and that he used it for about 6 hours to read a book.
Wow.
Okay, let's get two. Wow, let's also read the book
And
too.
of course, the light being red in his case meant he retained his night vision when things. Yeah. So
See?
And
yeah.
I told them today when we picked them up, I've also used the purple one is technically mine, and I've used it to go outside in the dark to get the mail out of the mailbox. So I walk out of our building to the front of it. So there's plenty of room for somebody to actually see me outside using a lightsaber as a flashlight.
Actually, that's a selling point for me.
Thank you.
And it can double as a weapon in case someone attacks you.
Yes, because they are combat ready. So these are ready for my Star Wars fan film. See, that's why you need to come out here, so that I have somebody else to film the Star Wars fan film with.
Come on. Come on.
You can visit. You can just visit. Come visit.
Yeah, visit I'm okay with.
There you go.
For an indefinite amount of time.
No.
It's so wonderful out here.
Hmm. I've only
Well, just don't come
been
in.
westward once, and that was just for Vegas. Otherwise, I've never gone to like that whole side of the country. So
Well, okay, I've been to Buffalo and to Washington D.C. That's it for me on the opposite coast. I have not been to California.
So not worth
Um,
it.
So not what?
Not worth it. Skip California.
I heard
Well, but I mean, it's close to Disneyland. Isn't that much worse than Disney World? I can't believe. So I mean, at least we've got something on this end of the country that we can go, that I can convince her to go to.
Yeah.
um,
You
we
missed out.
went- what time of the year? Like, did you go to Las Vegas when it was super hot, or is it just that all year round?
I actually went in October and it was hot.
Oh, we
Yeah.
went in May of last year,
Ooh.
and it was between 100 and 110 every day for
Yeah.
But-
Actually, I have friends who went this past summer in July, and I was just like, "You're out of your mind."
yeah. Well, we were told that the very specific week that we were there was a freak heat wave,
Yay!
and that it was supposed to be a lot cooler. And I mean, they can tell me that all they want, but it sucked the whole time we were there.
Yeah, I can imagine like what constitutes as a heat wave in Vegas.
Right. And then before we left, by the end of the trip, my nose was bleeding because it was so dry.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
well,
There's a lot of
Yeah.
dry air.
But on the other hand, here is way more humid than we're used to, because it's humid here like all year round. And in North Dakota, the winters are pretty low humidity. Plus, then you have the forced air heat, like I'm sure you guys are used to, and everything too. So the 20% humidity, whereas here it's like over 50 almost all the time.
Mm.
Yeah.
I was gonna look at the weather, and my watch face was different. Oh, this doesn't give me humidity, does it?
Probably not.
No, just temperature. Just telling me it's gonna be in the high 40s and the low 50s for the next 10 days.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
Thank you. Let's go.
It's gonna be like 7 degrees on Monday.
Now, I also want to point out that when we were looking to come out here, we were between Seattle and Portland, and other than other factors, one of the factors of Portland winning is because Seattle's all-time record low is 4 below. Portland's all-time record low is 0.
Oh wow. Yeah, I could see why then.
Yeah. Let's
And
go.
since we've been out here, it hasn't been colder than 20.
Mm.
Now, where we're from right now, it's 7 degrees.
Yep.
And the overnight low will be 3.
Mm.
They'll get up to 29 on Wednesday, and then Thursday night it'll be 16 below.
Oh god.
Yeah.
And just think about all the awesome that's out here. We've got Dark Horse Comics, we've got Image Comics, we've got other comic companies. We've
I'm
got
actually a
Silverforge.
really, really bad geek.
We have things that aren't geeky.
Yeah. We have not one but 2 professional sports teams, and we're looking at getting a 3rd one.
That's triple the amount we have here in Jersey.
Hey, I'm good with the Mets.
I'm sorry.
Baseball.
Baseball. I don't like baseball.
We keep hearing that we're getting baseball
That's
here.
our 3rd team that's on its way.
Mm.
Let's see what else is awesome here. Food. We got all kinds of food. It's great.
New York's not bad with food.
Nah, but I'm more of a barbecue guy, and I'd love to go to Texas for that.
Ow.
Yeah.
That's kind of the thing. Like, we even had a rib fest in North Dakota, and here they don't really do anything like that. I was a little bit surprised. I kind of expected something barbecue themed as well. And I mean, not that we don't have restaurants and stuff that'll do that, but
If you were
Podna's Pit.
yeah, if you were vegetarian or vegan minded,
No,
it's
thank you.
it's incredibly easy to find that food stuff here.
And sometimes you eat there accidentally.
Yeah, we went to a burger place, not realizing it was a vegan burger place, and it was good. There's nothing wrong with it.
I mean, it had burger in the title. It was like next level or step up or something
I want
burger.
to say next level's right.
And so we didn't think anything of it. And then, yeah, it was vegan.
Yeah, I can't say I've ever had vegan.
It's not terrible. It's not terrible.
How about Asian?
Yeah. No, well, see, I think we have one of the highest Vietnamese populations in the United States. So,
There's an entire section of town that's all Asian.
yeah, there's
A couple.
I mean, I can throw a rock and hit Vietnamese, Indian,
Thai.
Thai. I mean, there's a lot of Asian-based foods.
Well, Indian and Thai are good.
Yeah.
I've never been a fan of Vietnamese. They used to have them in Brooklyn, and I was just like, eh.
Well, I haven't eaten a lot of Vietnamese. That's because I'm married. It's a bad joke.
Wow.
We went to a place to get pho one day, and we ended up getting two other things that weren't pho.
Did we?
Yeah, wow, Bar 108 or Club 108, whatever it was. Yeah, we went in specifically for pho, which is beef noodles, and we got two entirely different dishes. In a place, and I'm sure you maybe you don't. Maybe you're not in this area like this, but we literally can get anything delivered. Anything.
Oh, like
Groceries.
like services. You have services like Grubhub or
Right.
yeah, our let's see what else was there. Grubhub, Uber Eats, Postmates.
Oh, hey. Okay.
I think everywhere but North
Pay
Dakota has
attention.
that.
I've got the selling point for you to move here. Are you ready?
Okay.
It is legal to smoke weed.
Weed.
That's not a selling point for me. I've never smoked anything in my entire life.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you can eat it too, and positive you could drink it. She has a rub that to help muscle problems.
Pain.
I think that's called Ben Gay.
It's Bengay with pot in it.
Huh.
It's the stuff that I use has THC in it, and then it smells like cloves. And
the only thing we have more of than pot stores is dentists.
I thought you were gonna say strip clubs.
Well, we got a lot of strip clubs.
I feel
too.
like we have more dentists,
Yeah.
but
I think dentists, strip clubs, pot stores are our top 3 businesses.
Priorities.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you strip to pay for the pot. You get the pot. You get the munchies. You get bad teeth because of the munchies. You get the dentist.
Mhm.
That's the only thing I can think of.
There are so we were coming home from the south. So we were coming home from Oregon City, which is where the Saber Forge is, the other night, and there are not 1 or 2, but like 3 complexes with nothing but dentists in them. So I mean, like 4 dentists all working out of the same little strip mall, for lack of a better word.
All right.
Yeah, there's a lot of dentists here.
Huh.
I don't know why. We can't possibly have that terrible of a tooth problem. And I'm reaching up here every once in a while because apparently if I don't move the mouse, the screensaver turns on, which I completely baffles my mind. Is my power on over there?
yes, it is. Oh, well, do you have yours? I had a super amazing Christmas season with my business. So for Christmas, I bought us iPad Pros. Well, new iPad Pros.
Nice.
So it's the size of a sheet of paper, like an 8.5 by 11. It's huge.
Okay.
And
Got one on
Oh,
keyboard.
like 12-inch ones. Okay.
yeah. If you lay a sheet of paper on it, it's pretty much the same size. That's a easy way to.
My favorite part about
Describe
this,
it for
and
me.
it's just one of many. Now I can draw and stuff too, but let's see here. Let's this is the size of a comic book page,
Oh, right.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
so I can read comics in full size. Oops, wait, let go. Stop. All right.
Do you guys draw at all, or?
I'm going to be making my own comic book, so I do draw, but I'm not really happy with my own personal art. But as I told her the other day, with some of the crap that I see coming out of comic book companies these days, I don't understand why I should be so worried about my art.
You know, Apple actually gives classes for free.
Yeah, I was having problems with my Apple Watch not connecting to my iPhone for the last month or so, and I was on their site last night trying to schedule an appointment, and I ran across a whole bunch of classes. I know that they have them, but I haven't really looked at them. And yeah,
They're not bad. It's kind of like you don't know what you're gonna get until you go. I've only gone to one of them, but it wasn't bad, and I think they mostly use Procreate. I don't know if you've heard of the Procreate app.
I think you have.
We have Procreate. Yeah.
Okay. So they give you just lessons like how to color, how to do whatever, but it depends on who's giving it. That's what you learn for that day. But it was nice. It's not bad for free.
Yeah. I drew. I used to draw, and I took art classes, and I thought that was going to be a thing, but then I had surgery on my hand when I was 16, and that it ruined it. So
The name's probably not going to mean anything to you, but I got to stop thinking that I need to draw like Todd McFarlane and start realizing I can just draw like any schmo that can put out a comic book. Yeah, like that.
pointing to the line drawing I now have permanently on my body, it's like, yeah, you don't need that much talent.
Well, a lot of the web comics, yeah, they're very simplistic too.
I'm going to do it. I keep
Or-
trying. What?
And
What?
You,
What?
you should do a show about you getting a tattoo.
I could.
We could do a show of us getting a
Yeah.
tattoo, but it would last a half hour at best.
Yeah. The one I have up here took about 4 hours.
Yeah, ours are super tiny and required
Well,
not shading or anything, but
So my initial second idea is right underneath this one, get my Navy rank with my little my symbol for my rate field, and then the stripes for my rank. But I've also been. Someone also suggested I get a pirate ships for the Navy thing too.
should I find the Cthulhu one?
Yes, find the Cthulhu one. But I'm also going to get 9 Inch Nails logo. I'm going to get let's bring out the list. Bring out the list. I want to do I want to get the Mortal Kombat logo. Like Godzilla, because I really like Godzilla. Starships. I like starships.
All right. Like the Borg or what? What type of starship?
Well, so initially I was thinking just get a starship here and there, but if I have them all flying out from the same point, it would be like the Millennium Falcon, the reimagined Battlestar Galactica, the Enterprise from the movies, the like Wrath of Khan Enterprise, the Rocinante, Nell from Battle Beyond the Stars.
Oh, here it is.
All right. This is what she thinks I should get.
That's my idea for his Navy tattoo.
I think it's cute.
I love it.
Go for it.
I don't hate it. I can tell you that, but I would probably get a lot of color in
He's
there.
got an anchor.
Yes.
When we were at the shop, even on their wall, you know, they have all the different tattoos, and every time I found a pirate ship, I'm like, that's a good one for the Navy. I dropped my pencil. Okay, I will continue here. Where am I?
You definitely get a tattoo.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You can come out here and get a tattoo with us. Boy, it'd be our like a lot of tattoos by that point, and we could like get a theme. All four of us could get a theme, like the four from the Fantastic Four, because there's four of us.
All right.
That's the theme.
You know, I don't think I've seen any of the movies.
Don't. Don't.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Comics.
Okay. Actually, a lot of stuff, if you've named it, I probably haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Ooh, how about like for TV shows? Have you guys watched Haunting of Hill
The
House?
Haunting of Hill House. Oh, yeah.
That sounds familiar.
It's relatively new.
Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a Netflix produced show.
Mm-hmm.
Netflix
Alright.
original.
So we've already watched it through once, and we're rewatching it again to find all the stuff going on in the background that we missed. Because I discovered on a webpage somewhere that you really need to pay attention to everything that's going on all the time, because there's all kinds of stuff going on.
Oh wow. Okay.
Like you look past the focus of the characters that they're showing you, and in all the shadows and, you know, underneath furniture, and
I would say that
where you look.
you would watch it through for one time to get the whole story, see what's going on, pay attention to whatever you want, and then watch it through again, not really paying attention to the main action. Look behind, all kinds of other stuff's going on. All kinds.
But yeah, it's a really good series.
Yeah.
Nice.
It takes a lot for me to want to watch more than one episode of any show like in a row, because I get bored easily, I guess.
Yeah.
And that one I would watch hours of at a time.
Oh wow. Okay.
So
Yeah, I feel the same. I get very bored, very antsy. I can't sit through a whole series.
mhm.
Yeah.
No, it isn't. My phone lied. It said my Cantina energy is full,
No,
yet
yeah,
no, because it's not. But yeah, it's a really good series.
What kind of hours do you work, Metal?
I'm usually in by like 7:30 in the morning, and I get out by like 3:30, 4 o'clock. Home
Nice.
by 5 o'clock. So,
How many of you are there in the IT department?
there was a lot, but like for my particular like subsection, there was only 2 of us.
And what's your particular what's your field?
Disaster recovery. Basically, if anything goes pear-shaped, I help recover the infrastructure.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a paycheck.
Does that happen a lot?
Well, like the last big thing was Hurricane Sandy a couple of years ago. So basically, the whole business looks at that and says, we can't let that happen again. So let's put something in place that we can recover from it. So that's my job.
Got it. Wow.
So I guess this answers the question, because she asked me earlier, are you still going to school? And I don't, you're not?
Nah, I graduated in May, finally.
There you go.
Forever.
I mean, I knew you were getting close to being
Yeah.
done and to graduating, but I didn't know if there was another school after it.
No. There's a lot of
Okay.
certifications I'd like to go for, but that's just to say, hey, I can do this or I can do that, or I've become a subject matter expert in foo-fooology.
Foo-fooology. That sounds
Yeah.
awesome.
My dad does the well, not so much anymore, but there's a nursing home where my parents live, and my dad works for the IT department there. He does a lot of their networking, and I know that they've sent him for classes already to certify him in certain things, or to use certain equipment or things like that too. So he's doing a little bit of that.
All right, I have set the damn screensaver finally to never turn on. So
Nice.
yeah. There we go. All right, things are working now. I'm my own IT department, but I could certainly use someone in disaster recovery situations. Like this one is a disaster, and she needs to be recovered.
Our TV got blown up in that last windstorm thing that we had that couple weeks ago.
It's true, and we have it's a bigger TV, and it's nice.
Well, luckily we had I bought an extended warranty on it, but it was barely over a year old, so Costco gave us our money back. And yeah, like you said, I had bought a 40-inch Samsung 4K ultra high def a little over a year ago during a sale, and when we got our money back and then we shopped for a new one, we now have a 50-inch Vizio, and it's $10 less.
Wow.
Damn, you made off on the deal.
So yeah, we're pretty happy. Before we got the 40-inch, we had a 43-inch TV, and I didn't realize that I was going down in size when I bought the new one. And then we started using it, and I didn't like it because I'm usually in the kitchen, so I'm across the whole house from the TV, and it just wasn't big enough for me to use very easily. So now that we have this new one, I'm happy again, and I'm happy it was cheaper.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's we need to hook up the Apple TV yet, but I mean, other than that, we've got a lot of stuff hooked up already. We've got the important stuff, which is the antenna, the Mac Mini, which can act as an Apple TV because I can just go to the websites. Like that's where I've been watching most of the Doctor Who on, is the Mac Mini. And then I think the PlayStation's hooked up, is it? Yeah, PlayStation's hooked up, but I haven't turned that on yet.
Yeah.
No, I had to sacrifice an HDMI cable, and since it's a smart TV, I sacrificed the one for the Apple TV at the moment. So that's why it isn't hooked up. Yeah, on the same surge protector, we had the TV, the soundbar, the Mac Mini, the PS4, and an external hard drive, and everything is okay but the TV. So I thought that was kind of odd.
Yeah, very odd. Very interesting. But stupid.
Okay, so I don't have, I guess I can label these two. Seems that I don't have breath mint stickers.
So I was growing my beard over the winter because I used to do that every winter, but North Dakota is cold, and here it's been so warm for so long that I'm like, today I'm like, I don't even know if I want to keep it anymore.
You should totally keep it.
Well, he won't get rid of 100% of it.
Yeah, the chin stays. The chin always stays. Because if I shave that, I look like I'm 15.
I think you should go for the Lummy.
I hate mustache. I can't do mustaches.
Poor Isis is laying by the heat and it's off.
Oh, we want to turn it off for it?
No, I'm too warm.
So I can't, when I'm sleeping, my nose blows on the little mustache hairs, and I can't stand that they're moving. So I normally shave the mustache off about every other week just to keep it down. So I've got a lot more facial hair than I do the little lip sweater.
So you go for the Lincoln.
Yeah, I think that I look Amish, when I grow it all out and then I can't stand the lip sweater anymore. I think I look like I'm Amish for a few days and then it just goes away. I just accept it.
Yeah. I know. Go for the stone wall.
But it also, the what? Stone wall?
Yeah. Basically stop like right here and go this out.
So you see here where there's this patch here that doesn't look like there's any hair. It's the hair there is so fine that I really need some bushy beard to make that happen, which is why I grow the chin line out so much, because otherwise it would be.
And then do you comb it up?
No, I don't.
Oh,
I didn't.
You should.
There
we go.
I guess I'm gonna now. But the other side isn't quite as bad because the hairs aren't as fine over there. But over here, this takes forever to fill in.
And that's why you shouldn't shave.
Well, this is the beard capital of the world. So
Right.
many beards.
Let's go sword fight. Why not? No one likes hipsters. Not even other hipsters.
So, be the better human.
I am.
Wait, you want to beat up hipsters?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm a hipster. I was a hipster before I moved here because my whole kitchen is mason jar glasses with hand crocheted cozies and reusable straws.
There's a war on plastic out here. Holy
Totally.
buckets. So if you go to a restaurant and you want a straw, you have to ask for it because they're not supposed to just give them to you anymore.
Wow.
We already started bringing our own straws anyway because we saw
Hipster.
the writing on the wall too. Plastic blags. Plastic blags. No, are going to be outlawed here shortly too. So.
Well, they already are in Multnomah County.
Well, the postal bags that we collect food in, it was announced that this year there are going to be a couple of offices trying out paper bags because of the whole Portland thing. And
Yeah.
it's only going to get worse from there.
Yeah. So if you get bags from a grocery store, they're paper bags, or you bring your own, which is what I usually do.
That's what most people do.
Except for having Instacart deliver the groceries all the time. Now we have way too many paper bags.
Yeah. Until someone figures out how to turn that garbage into gold.
Oh, yeah. I So part of my business, it's so funny. I got to go grab some to give you guys an example. I'll be right back.
So there's a King Tut exhibit in town here right now. I was really underwhelmed. I mean, some of the stuff looked neat, yeah, and it was kind of neat to see things in person. But I mean, I don't know how much of it was actually real. I mean, there's that much.
There were artifacts that should have been real, and then there were replica artifacts, and
I don't know which ones were which.
We were assuming that everything in a glass case was real, that had little descriptions beside them.
Except for the replica of King Tut's mummified body, which said plainly it was a replica. But I mean,
yeah.
But it was an interesting story. I think more so they gave you a lot of information on uncovering the tomb and everything, and how they had like we called them, the nesting dolls situation with the sarcophagus.
So the mummified body is put into a coffin, which is put into a bigger coffin, to a box, which is put into a bigger box, which is put into a bigger box, which is put into a bigger box. And all of these boxes weigh hundreds of thousands of pounds together.
I feel like you missed one sarcophagus coffin in that count.
Insert.
I want to say there's at least 3 plus the 4 boxes, and everything is plated in gold and carved and covered in hieroglyphics.
The boxes, though, they said it was a specific type of wood with gold leaf on the outside. So I mean, I can understand why they wouldn't want to make a solid gold box inside a box inside a box, because I don't think anybody could lift all that.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right, show them your garbage.
Okay, here. This is something I make a whole lot of money off of with my business. These are business cards. They're blank, brown business cards with rounded corners.
Mm.
And I cut them out of cracker boxes and soda cases and mac and cheese and
Cereal
Pop
boxes.
Tarts and whatever else. I cut them from our garbage, basically.
Right.
And I sell them like crazy.
Really?
Yes. I actually ran out. Somebody ordered 500 last week.
Nice.
Wow.
And yeah, that took a lot of work. That basically took all of my back stock of of paper garbage that I have been saving for who knows how long already. But I also, there was a girl on Instagram who tagged me. She bought 100 of them, and she has a business of upcycling and recycling and, you know, small carbon footprint type situation. And so she got these cards from me so that she could stamp her business information on them and use them as her business cards. I've also sold them to people for weddings. People have used them for like place cards at their meal, I guess.
Sorry to interrupt, but I just figured out that we could do something live on the air that might be kind of neat too. I'll open that crate.
Oh, right. If we can. Yeah, so I was telling my mom the other day, because my brother lives out here and he's a developer and he works at Nike. So he's a West Coast metal Jesus. And so I wrote a message to my mom after I sold that 500 of them, and I said, so the next time somebody asks what your kids do, you can say that your son is a highly skilled, educated developer that works for Nike, and your daughter cuts her garbage into little pieces and mails it to people for money. Because that's what I do.
I like that.
Yeah. She thought it was pretty funny sounding too.
Ecological conservation engineer.
Yeah.
But yeah, my brother got a job with Nike last year, I guess. So he's
Nice.
And I mean, when you ask a developer what they do, you know, you really never get a straight answer because they don't really know what they do either. But his wife's answer is that my brother makes sure that the internet is full of cat memes.
That's a solid business plan. I like that.
Yep.
So this isn't the first one we've ever gotten, but we got me for my birthday a mystery box from the Mysterious Package Company.
Oh.
Right, I remember you telling me about them.
So the first one, the one that I got for her, came in installments, and then when this one that I got should have come in installments, but it was going out of stock, so they offered the whole thing in one shipment. So that's what we've got here is the all-in-one shipment. And for anyone that doesn't want to be spoiled on the Mysterious Package Company stuff, you may want to stop watching and or listening now, because I have completely forgotten what one this is too.
Or you may want to continue watching because we won't actually be able to crack this open.
This might be like Al Capone's vault, for those of you old enough to understand that reference. Let's see here.
There's, if we can,
Well, this isn't going to take a whole lot of effort.
it won't. Good.
So give me the mallet. We're going to uncover something from the old country. You want to hold it so that it doesn't go anywhere?
I am. Stop.
Okay.
The wood's cracking.
Oh, come on.
The wood's cracking.
That's not good. Let's go. Let's go back into this direction here. Wow. I don't think we're getting in here without cracking the wood. This makes for great audio because I'm going to release this on the podcast feed.
Do you have a little bit of space over there?
There we go.
Now just, yeah, I was going to say, don't lift, just crack them all up a little bit.
It's almost like an archaeological find.
In that case, it has a cracking knife.
There, that nail. You should be able to get the...
Yeah. Man, they sealed this up, but good. Holy. Half of the box has been released.
If you guys see something that we don't, you know, like a demon floating out of here or something, let us know.
Will do.
You mean like the little gas that escaped and made the evil face and laughter?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Or anything suspicious, like a picture of Bob's butt, because it shouldn't be in here.
Ooh.
All right.
Hopefully not
Premium.
Bob's butt.
Norse.
Well, that nail's bent. Oh, I've ruined the whole experience. All right.
Hey, this isn't very... I want my money back.
So, yeah, this is wrapped up in a plastic bag.
Bubble wrap?
What kind of garbage is this? So yeah, this is a multiple mailing in one shot. So I'm assuming they jammed as much in there as possible. Ooh, it's like a mixtape.
Oh my God.
Cassette tape, but there's no cassette in here.
Oh, thank goodness, because we have nothing to listen to a tape on. Jeez.
It's Ancestral Pain. No, sorry. Gnarl Spurtricent is the name of the band. Gnarl Spurtricent.
Huh.
Let's see.
Evidence bag.
Evidence bag.
Oh, and a note. Oh, I love it.
Oh, God.
I love it because it's written on a notebook paper, actually written on there. Like that's, once you have listened to this, be sure to hide it somewhere. Oh, it's a flash drive.
Flash drive.
So we have a flash drive as evidence. You'll hear from me again soon, SP.
I've got a lot of things in here. I've got somebody's half face picture. There's an article in the back about mummified remains of a mountain climber atop Pico de Orizaba in Mexico's highest peak. Let's see what else we got here. I also got a notebook paper. Finally found this comic and band from the... Here's proof it actually exists. I can't read some of this. The article is another piece of the puzzle. Comic, huh?
Whoa.
Oh.
You know, that reminds me of Hunt the Killer.
What?
Where you just solve a mystery and they send you a box like every month with new clues.
Well, yeah. Mysterious Package Company. They'll send you. So the one we got her.
I can bring it out and show
Yeah.
it too.
They sent us envelopes every week for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then they sent the crate with the scary mask in it. We also had a jigsaw puzzle to put together in hers, and it didn't have any instructions, and there were 3 separate puzzles all mixed together. 5 separate puzzles all mixed together, and I really hate it.
And only one of the puzzles I think had actual corners, or maybe 2. Huh. So like when you start a puzzle and you want to find the corners and the outside first, it's like we found 9 corners. And we knew there was a problem.
And it wasn't like 90-degree corners. They were like wobbly, and it was a nightmare to put together.
That's
gonna be a lot there.
Yeah, but overall, these kind of boxes are a lot of fun.
Nice.
Well, they're great.
They really are.
Early Norwegian rock art depicts malevolent god.
Oh, oops. So I have the Hill collection. This must be an art exhibit or something to go to. And then I've got this big poster thingy here.
This is a string tied to a wooden what you call those?
Tag.
Rune.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And it looks like it's got like I'm not going to open it. There's notebook paper in here. Everything seems to have a notebook paper attached to it.
Yeah. It's like someone wrote down all this information and sent it to us.
Yeah, and this is a
piece
picture.
by piece. Here's more notebook paper in here. This is it. There was no easy way to get it out of the museum. So he's referring to whatever's in this crate wrapped in bubble wrap.
Which I can tell you is not light.
Here.
All right. The fun part is you normally get something really awesome with it. This will be the really awesome thing we get with this one.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Wow.
Isn't that from The Fifth Element?
And my God, it is not light.
This is a chunk of rock. Huh.
Oh, it's got depiction of squids on it, and
a ship,
yeah,
bird, water, snails, waves.
in the front kind of looks like a kraken looking thing, or
From the dragon.
could be.
And like going crazy is both sounds crazy. So yeah. And then there's like a 5-page handwritten note that comes with that also.
Yeah, and there's just we'll end up reading through a lot of this and figuring out what's what here. But so I want to say that this was $200.
All right.
They're pretty expensive.
They are on the pricey side, but especially if you get it over like a multiple week thing, I think it ends up being worth it.
They also ship. The company must be in Canada, and because when he bought my birthday one, there was an extra charge on the credit card for shipping it across the U.S. line, basically. And then everything ships from Buffalo.
New York.
Yes.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, I'll grab a couple of. Well, I can move that away once you're done too.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Kitty.
try to keep things grouped up so that we can do them in some sort of order.
Oh, right. We have that other one that we did.
Oh yeah, they do have single mailing ones. They're just kind of neat things to dig into. I don't know that there's so much a mystery. All right. You take that and I'll open up the Gods of Madness. The Gods of Madness. And it looks like a book, but it's not. It's totally a box. This one came with, it's got some item information that's supposed to be in here, and there's a newspaper, and you can create a gives you instructions for it's got patches and stickers and stuff, magnet.
That is
Also
very
got-
different from the other box.
Oh,
Yeah.
very.
This was a one-time thing. It gives instructions on how to create this in paper.
Oh,
Interesting.
Yeah. This also comes with a relic, if she can get it out of there.
My thumb doesn't work, so
Yeah, this is
it's like a metal
it's pewter.
obelisk, and it's got a snake or something coming out of it, and some scarab beetles and writing on it. But it's a chunk of metal, and there was a pin in there too.
Yeah, it's so something like this is designed to be more of a you get goodies with it. I think there's a CD in here too, or maybe there isn't. But then her other one, the one we discovered was a weekly mailing thing.
My birthday one. I don't remember what order they came in, but
Yeah.
I got four different envelopes full of stuff
wow.
and clues and again letters.
I'm not going to unfold this, but this is blueprints to a mansion. In here, there's also notices for sale of the house itself, some notes about the house, some hand drawings,
Letters,
newspaper clippings.
a chunk of hair.
Yeah, there's a chunk of hair.
There's a chunk of hair in the first one that showed up. And then, so yeah, these four all came at different times.
And wait till you see what we got at the end. It's good stuff.
Now these are all standalones, or they all somehow connected?
They're all standalone. So if you pay for the mystery, you get one solid all the way through mystery. The Gods of Madness one, that's found underneath the Curios and Curiosities. It's like I said, it's more of a goodie bag, but still keeps the theme of old mystery type feeling. I don't know that there's a mystery in that one because we really looked through a lot of it, and I read the entire newspaper, and it's that's the other thing. Everything that was in that newspaper is real. That those things actually happened.
Wow.
Interesting.
So the four envelopes that I showed you last, those are all connected. Those are all one story that lead up to this crate. That was my last mailing with that set of envelopes. So yeah, each mystery is standalone, like you said, but
Okay.
you can get several mailings that relate to each other for one story.
So it's a little different than Hunter Killer, because Hunter Killer was all one big mystery episode over like 6 boxes, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then at the end you get a goodie.
So in this crate, we had the pieces to the 5 puzzles, which were the blueprints of the house, and underneath it, it was this big scary mask
Huh.
That's kind of cool.
on a stick.
Well, I think it's like I guess it could be on a stick too, but
Well,
it feels like a beard is what this feels like.
okay, but there's it's hard to see, but on the tongue there is some
Writing.
kind of like coded. It's lines with dots on it.
And those are all over the stuff that we got. And so you don't get much hint in the first mailing on what those are. We actually figured it out in the first mailing what the code was.
Ah, all right.
But in the second one, they start giving you clues as to this thing is that and this thing is that, and then you can start figuring out what the rest of them are. But
All right, cool.
Yeah, because on everything that you get, there's some of that. So that it's basically each of those represent a letter. So you have to figure out what letter is represented by each of those symbols, and then you decode the messages. And
this goes with mine.
Those messages are on pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
We haven't decoded the tongue yet, and we haven't decoded the puzzle pieces yet, but we've got almost everything else decoded on that.
I'm gonna go get a drink. I'll be right back.
All right.
No, I'm good.
Then Mel has to keep us entertained.
Oh, yay.
So the more I listen to you talk, the more I can hear the East Coast accent.
Brooklyn accent, yeah.
Brooklyn, okay.
Yeah. Born and raised.
Say verklempt.
Verklempt?
Yeah, there it is. Oh, that's from Saturday Night Live. There's a couple of guys dressed up as Brooklyn ladies, and everything they did was, I'm very verklempt about this.
Oh, it must have been like, wasn't like a Yiddish skit, was it?
No, they were like mob bosses'
Just
wives.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Verklempt sounds like.
But it is Yiddish.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it? Okay.
Yeah, because there's like an Italian Brooklyn accent, and then there's like a Jewish Brooklyn accent.
Yeah, theirs is very Jewish.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, I guess there's sort of been Jewish.
Yeah. Like, I'm Jewish, but I sound more Italian.
Are you practicing?
Oh, God, no. I am not religious at all.
Because I just, so, wait, are you classifying yourself as the racial Jew or the coming from a religious background? Because that's always confused me very much.
Well, I mean, I technically was born under the religion, yeah, but I just consider myself culturally Jewish.
Okay.
Because I don't practice the religion, I couldn't care less.
Where's mine?
Wow.
It's my birthday, and I can.
Get your own damn water?
Yeah, I can. I can get my own damn water. Oh. Yep, I'm 43 and I'm breaking down. I used to have a walking route in the city, and now I have to have a mounted route, which is a driving route because my hip, I can't walk. I have a hard time walking a couple of blocks, much less 15 miles a day, which is what I was doing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's gotta be rough.
Yeah, I've more than doubled the number of customers I had from my previous route, but I can do it in a little less time.
Kitty. But Piggy wants to go on camera.
Both of them.
Okay,
If you bring me one, I'll hold them.
cool.
Have we had the pigs since we were on last?
I think so.
We've
Two-
had them since
Two of them, white and orange.
we've had them since May 20th. Hi.
Okay, so then we've definitely had them
Yeah.
if it's been May 20th.
Hi, Butternut.
While we wait. Hello, potato. Hello, potato.
Potato.
Oh my God, it's fluffy. Hello.
This is Potato.
Yeah, ours also had hairy backs.
Yeah.
Hello, Butternut.
Butternut's the one that doesn't like to cooperate very much, so.
Yeah, there's always one.
I didn't have to chase her around the cage at all.
Yeah. You want to grab me a towel?
Okay, here's one for you.
Yeah, there's another one in the cubby. Oh, Potato. Okay, Potato.
Here's dang it, Butternut.
Oh, Potato. Potato, don't climb up on me like
Here's
this.
Butternut.
Okay, hang on.
Look at the cute little face.
You're so fluffy.
Fluffy, fluffy.
Okay, Potato.
These guys are Abyssinian guinea pigs, so they have messy hair. Messy hair that goes in all different directions.
And Butternut's got a white mohawk. She's so awesome.
Aw.
Nice.
You're awesome too.
Can you feed her after midnight?
We have.
Gremlins.
I've never seen it.
Oh, someone needs to
Um,
sit down and watch some Gremlins.
They
I haven't seen a lot of things, so we have a long list.
they multiply if they get wet though, right?
Yes.
Okay. I want them to do that.
Yeah.
I want them to multiply.
Yeah, we were told they might be pregnant, and then when the time came when they should have had started having babies, and they didn't show up. So
No.
yeah, it's a bummer. Hey, Potato. Hey, Potato. Potato. Potato.
Yeah, Potato and Butternut.
Potato.
They're sisters.
Potato.
You're so cute, Potato. You have the funniest little face. We watch a lady, I assume, who is in Germany. On YouTube. She has 5 guinea pigs, and she does a lot of videos of them, and she'll let them out of the cage, and she'll put fleece on the floor and let them run around, and give them little things to hide under or vegetables to hunt down, and so we've been watching her videos for quite a long time. And of her 5 guinea pigs that we started watching, she only has 2 of them left. The other 3, I think one just died suddenly.
Actually, a couple of them died suddenly.
2 of them.
But she's replaced all of them with other guinea pigs that are also cute in their own ways.
She just keeps getting new ones from a guinea pig rescue, and so she still has 5.
Mhm.
And the newest one she just got a couple weeks ago, and it's a little baby. So I mean, like, boy, a third of the size of one of these guys.
Wow.
I mean, they're tiny. Like when we got our first guinea pig too, he was a baby and he fit in my hand.
I want to see what's going on over there.
So
cover my face.
So yeah, she had videos of that one the other day, bringing it home and everything, and introducing it to the rest.
Aw,
There you go. There you go.
you're so cute.
These 2 are bad about peeing on us, so that's why we've got this big, thick bath towel situation going on.
Yeah.
I'm about 60% sure she's already peed, but I don't want to move her to find out. So
Bonsai was really good. Our old guinea pig, our first guinea pig, my little Bonsai.
but you took an inordinate amount of time to train him too.
So I guess one of the sins of guinea pig ownership is only getting one. But I spent so much time with him that I don't think it was a problem. They always say that you need to have at least 2 to.
Did you see the yawn?
You should always have at least 2 to keep each other company. but I only got the one at the time, and so I was his guinea pig friend, and I did a lot of training and a lot of time with him, and he would start nibbling on my finger if he needed to go to the bathroom, and so I'd put him back in his cage, and he'd go, and then if he wanted to still be held, he'd come back to the doorway and wait for me to pick him up.
Aw.
So
Nice.
he was a smart little thing. These two aren't. But I also haven't done anywhere near what I did with Bonsai with these two. And plus they have each other. So like Potato, hi, Potato. Potato is much more calm.
Yeah, Butternut is very skittish.
And so when we first got them, Potato would start letting me pet her, and Butternut would always run away. Don't bite the tattoo, pig. Are you worried that that cat's gonna get you? And so Potato would let me pet her, and then I could pick her up. But because Butternut is so skittish, it's like Potato would be cued from that, I guess. And so if Butternut ran away, then Potato would start running away, even though she was normally calm and easy to deal with. But Butternut's getting better. I used to have to chase her around the whole cage to pick her up, and now I don't. Squeaky, squeaky.
Squeaky, squeaky.
Oh, that's right. There's your microphone. I forgot that I didn't think you had it out for some reason.
Well, I have it out. So I'm using my laptop, and you guys are up on top of a TV tray on top of my TARDIS goodie box that I got, so that it can look down on us, because I've noticed that the video where we have to look up looks a lot better than the video where we're all looking down. So like what you're doing looks less good than what we're doing.
Wow, what a jerk.
Yeah.
Well, this was like a last minute improv thing for us.
I mean, I had time to prepare, yes. Plus I've had enough videos to where I know what I want on my end of presentation. I'm just giving you a hard time. There you go. Next time, Metal, show some more cleavage. Yeah.
What? Hey, I just gotta shake this little moneymaker.
Hi, Isis.
If I ask her to shake her money makers, she shakes her hands. Hello, kitty. Hey, no biting the piggy.
Why don't you sit in the middle there, kid?
Yeah, kitty. Sit in the middle.
Sit there.
Do you want to bite the tail?
We tell the cat to leave the guinea pigs alone, and then we offer the cat to the guinea pigs to chew on.
Hey, want to bite the tail?
Yeah, get the tail. Get the tail.
Oh, I almost had it.
Hey, you. Stop backing your butt up.
Kitty, will you get your tail away from my water?
Pega.
Oh, there she goes.
Oh, I took care of rats for a friend for a couple of months.
Really?
They were okay, but it would have taken another 6 months for me to get used to them, and they smell. I mean, they were nice, but they smell. You don't smell. No, you don't.
I couldn't get DJ to hold them ever.
I held one once.
Oh, did you?
Actually, I held one twice.
What was that like?
Creepy?
They are amazing climbers.
They were very gentle and very nice. So I'm not going to say that it was. Just when you're used to guinea pigs and you got that yucky looking rat tail all over the place, it was too much for me. I'm not a rat person. Yeah. No.
Yeah, they were compared to the guinea pigs, they moved a lot slower. these guys, you know, get really jumpy and fidgety, and their little front paws, they're like, guinea pigs don't really use their front feet like to hold on to anything, whereas the rats use their front paws all the time. And so if you'd give them food, or if you reached in to pet them, they would usually, you know, hold your finger with a paw or something, and they were just so soft and gentle and calm compared to these little nutcases. But on the other hand, yes, they did have the big weird tail, and they weren't as fuzzy. They were nice though. She had a really tall cage for them, and they would climb the wires. They would climb up and down the cage, and they had a couple of plastic bins near the top that they could sleep in. So they would climb up and get into those. And then it was also such a different situation to feed them as compared to guinea pigs, because these guys pretty much eat fruits and vegetables and their food that comes in a bag. And rats can pretty much eat anything. So
someone likes me petting her like you're petting Butternut.
Oh.
She gets all agitated when I do it.
So we could feed the little guys, like they loved my dog treats, and they got just dry pasta and cereals, and feed them pretty. I mean, I fed them the vegetables and stuff too, like the guinea pigs, but they were kind of beside the guinea pig cage, but there was a shelf in between them. And on the shelf, I had a bag of banana chips that the guinea pigs would always come over to me to eat. And so then eventually the rats figured out that they were getting fed. So then the rats would see me feed the guinea pigs, and then they would show up. So everyone needed a banana chip. So I had 4 of them to feed.
Oh, we're definitely going to be peeing now. Yeah, no, see.
That's... Potato.
Yep. Oh, yes. Okay. I'll put you back.
Nice.
The rats never peed on me.
Okay. Here you go. Here you go, girl.
Do you want to put mine back too?
Sure.
Okay.
Well, she didn't pee, so.
Looks like you might want a guinea pig.
There's a piggy.
Piggy.
Why? Well, yeah. Why we wait until long after Big Mama is.
Oh. So, yeah, in this house, she's got 4 animals to take care of. The 2 guinea pigs, the cat, and the guy that just got the tattoo.
Yeah.
So does he know about you? Oh, right.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, 5 little critters were too much for me. I have to draw the line at 3.
And of course, we had the rats over Christmas, so that's my busy time at the post office. So of course, I'm freaking exhausted every day because they're working me right up to my limit every day. And
yeah.
Well, my busy time is the same for Christmas, like
I don't know what she's talking about.
October through December. Oh, the pigs are so happy we put them back. My online business for the Christmas season was like crazy busy. The East Coast really likes me. I send more orders to Pennsylvania than any other state.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yeah. I think it's so strange. But yeah, tons and tons of orders. Actually, I think Pennsylvania would be first, and Ohio seems like it's second. New York is pretty busy too, actually.
Yeah, I was going to say New York would probably be up there.
Yeah, and there's a couple. Is there 1 or 2? There's definitely one place in Pennsylvania that sells my stuff, and there's a place in Queens that sells my stuff. And I was, it was so crazy because I was I was talking to a girl on Etsy in New York, and she wanted to get the Oregon-shaped dog treats for her roommate because her roommate has a dog and she's from Oregon.
Mhm.
And so we were talking online, and then I said something about, or she said that her friend was back recently, and I told her, I said, I saw at the airport, and she says, I think I actually have one of your cat toys now that I think about it. And then she sends me a picture of her cat playing with one of my cat toys. So her roommate that she was buying dog treats for had already bought her a cat toy of mine
Aw.
at the airport. So it was like some crazy little small world connecting us. And then after I got her address to ship her stuff to, I looked it up on a map and compared it to where the store is in Queens that sells my stuff, and they were about 2 miles apart. So then I let her know, if you want to buy locally, that this place sells my stuff, and she knew the name of the store and everything too after I told her about it. So it
Nifty.
was pretty crazy.
I'm gonna take a shot in the dark. Is it Astoria?
No, it's called Saint Seneca,
Oh,
and it's in Queens.
I've never.
Or there's another name for Queens, right?
The thing is, Queens doesn't use Queens, New York. They use the whatever their area is called. Even though the rest of the boroughs use their borough name. Like you go to Brooklyn, New York, but in Queens it'll be like Flushing, New York. It'll be like Astoria, New York.
Right. Because I know that when I mail the stuff to her, I think the address, it doesn't say Queens. I'm gonna look for it here.
Queens is really weird about that. They won't use Queens, New York in their addresses.
Let's see. Nope, not there.
Poor kitty's tree's all full of stuff.
Ridgewood.
Okay, that's probably, I think that's borderlining Brooklyn.
It's really close to water, I remember seeing on the map when I looked. So
yeah, it borderlines Brooklyn. I forgot which areas, but there's like a borderline between the two.
Yeah, Brooklyn. It looks like Brooklyn is south of it.
Yeah, they're pretty close.
Yeah.
But we get like that whole upper Brooklyn area, whether it's west or east, a lot of people from other states end up living there. So you get a lot from the Midwest and just from the West Coast, more so than the bottom of Brooklyn.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, like Williamsburg and Bushwick, a couple other areas.
Yeah, Bushwick is actually closer than, well, I mean, I know Brooklyn is the bigger name of the area, but Bushwick is right below it. There's a Myrtle Avenue.
Yeah.
And they're just north of it by a block.
Yeah, but it's like you get everybody who's like anywhere but New York. You get a lot of people who live over there.
For those just tuning in, welcome to the Geography Podcast.
Specifically the New York Geography Podcast.
Yeah.
I a long time ago, when I worked for Aetna back in North Dakota, we dealt with the East Coast and New York, and I know that some of us learned a little bit about the geography of the New York area and what other names everything is known by, and things that people know when they live there but don't know if they've never been there. And
well, some of the names they try to be cute with, like they have Soho and all that other stuff in Manhattan, and then there's Nolita and then some other crap.
Oh, I want to live in some other crap New York.
You mean New Jersey?
Yeah, some other crap New Jersey. Some other crap needs to be in the name of the address. So like 123 some other crap drive.
See, mine was simple. I just would tell people I live near Coney Island.
I see on the map, I see Poughkeepsie, and I remember how long it took to figure out how to spell that.
Poughh, KIP.
No.
No. You were good until the K.
I'm trying.
Schenectady.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I don't have that one on my screen. Oh, wait, there it is.
I'd like to buy a foul.
We're going to give you an F and a U.
You're going to want to buy an E if you're going to spell Poughkeepsie.
Or Schenectady. What's your baby kitty?
Yep.
Oh, the baby kitty. I'm the baby kitty. Oh, the baby kitten.
Her favorite thing is to lay with him and then get me to, scratch her forehead over here.
You were witnessing live on the air the scratching of the kitty head while I bounce her up and down.
She doesn't have us trained at all.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, kitty.
If only Penny was that nice.
Cthulhu. One of our cats scratches the crap out of him every time. It's Hugs, but with blood.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hugs with blood. We'd have our show title.
Nice.
Hugs with blood.
Yeah. Because one time, what did I say? Cthulhu, and the cat went crazy on you?
Yeah. I had like a 4-inch score.
So you have attack code words with your cat.
This one particular one, yeah. Yeah. It's got to be the third ear.
Hi, kitty.
Now it is time to hold her foot.
You're a silly kitty.
The tail's getting a little wild. Yeah, so we've been sitting at 148 episodes forever, and I was like, oh man, if we could just get to 149 out of the way, I could have like somebody famous on for 150, and then life would be great. And then it kept not happening, and I don't think I'm going to have anybody famous on for 150. So
you can do it. Grab Bob, grab Rob, grab everyone else, even South Rock.
So, Stabby didn't even say anything about the show, so that was his silent no. Bob, of course, is in his, I'm working 12 hours a day, and I refuse to make any time for anybody outside of that, unless it's
unless it's to hunt or
no, the game that he Amped Guard.
Oh, that
Amped Guard. I love you, Bob. Rachel, she keeps saying she has an open schedule, and anytime you try to schedule with her, she's like, well, I got to work. Hold on a second. You just had an open schedule. So she kind of trailed off. I mean, I knew you were a shoe-in. The two English folks, the time difference.
Time difference is really tough.
Yeah. Although now that I'm not really... For those wondering, this show is going to start happening all over the place because I can have guests on if I don't try to shoehorn them into a Saturday night.
Yeah.
I thought you would pick some sort of earlier time because you're like, hey, we're not bound by the Saturday night. What do? You go, hey, let's just do it at the regular time.
Well, I'm a big fan of tradition.
This show has survived as long as it has because we have adapted to the times. And I don't even know the first episode that I forced the Saturday night thing on, but we must have had 100. We must have had 65, 70 episodes without a set time because Bob and I would just do it when we had time.
Yeah. So I will figure out a schedule. So.
Well, yeah. Or we can, hey, hey, this weekend's looking kind of open. Anybody want to jump on? Or I have Wednesday off. Does anybody want to have a show at like 4 p.m? But as soon as now that Christmas is over, I can start harping on the people that I sent messages to before Christmas to get back to me now, because I got to have Dirk Manning on. Got to have him.
Cool.
He's a comic book writer, Mel.
Okay.
He writes a lot of horror comics. He wrote a book on how to write comics, and he's my hero. One of them.
Okay.
I would have my other hero on, but I'm really scared to meet him. Not because I'm frightened of him as a person, but because you're not supposed to meet your heroes, and I'm afraid he wouldn't be what I was expecting.
Are you saying the book we're reading?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. People tend to disappoint you when you meet them.
Metal, have you ever read Richard Marcinko's autobiography?
Oh, no. But I know who you're talking about.
The guy that created SEAL Team 6.
Yeah.
He named it SEAL Team 6 because he wanted the communists to think that there were 5 other SEAL teams running around when there was only 2 other SEAL teams running around.
Okay.
And now there are actually more than 6 SEAL teams running around. Anyway. Well, for being shy, Mel, you were awful active.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the millions and millions of viewers that we've had on this whole time, which the number never passed 0. So,
Well, there was that one time that we had, 6, 7? I think right around episode 100.
I have to say, I don't know if you were on for it or not, Metal, but the episode where I told people how to hide porn on their iPhone.
Yeah, I think that was like 100 or 120.
We are currently at, with that number, 1,200 hits.
Nice.
Yeah. And to be fair, I did give them instructions on how to do it in the first 5 minutes of the show, just long enough for them to register a view. So that was a bit of marketing on my part. Our next biggest hit was the one that was it was the one I was watching UFC 200 in the background on, and everybody thought I was streaming it. So we got like 400 hits in 15 minutes.
Yeah. Marketing.
Yeah.
It happens. So I have tomorrow and Monday off, and then I gotta go back to work.
Finally.
You sound so disappointed, Trisha.
Oh, man. Yeah. The worst part about it will have to be getting up in the morning again.
Yeah. Yeah. Like tonight, we're gonna go back to bed at a decent time, or at least closer to a decent time. And then tomorrow night, it's gonna be really close to what we normally go to bed. And then Monday, of course, has to be dead on because we gotta get up. But we get to go to I keep saying Hawaiian.
Brazilian steakhouse tomorrow
Nice.
Oh.
with my brother and his wife. Downtown.
Nice.
Going for Rodizio?
Is it what?
Rodizio cooking or?
I have no idea.
I just know that they've told us that it's where you get the big chunks of meat on the gigantic sticks, and they bring them over to your table and cut chunks off for you.
Yeah, Rodizio.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know it had a name.
It's good. So,
I'm looking forward to it.
All right.
Who can say no to big chunks of meat? So
Yeah. I was gonna say my brother's birthday is February 4th, so it's kind of the in between the two birthdays meetup, because we generally watch Super Bowl and eat a bunch of food. I watch it for the commercials. He generally cares about the game, and my brother doesn't care about football at all, and Super Bowl is on his birthday so often, so he knows we usually have a stupid plan that he doesn't want to be a part of. So we'll do something before.
Yeah.
I would either like a Rams Chiefs Super Bowl or a Saints Chiefs Super Bowl. And if you notice the theme there, I don't want the Patriots in it.
I don't think anyone does.
Patriots fans do. They've been in the hunt so long that I'm just so tired of seeing them. They need to die all of the players need to die in a plane crash or retire all at once and raise chickens or something.
Yeah.
So tired of them. Tired of the Patriots. But as we are winding down the show now, because I wanted to be, I set a 2-hour time limit. We're under, but rather than space it out, just to push it out to make it 2 hours, we can let it go. So I want to thank everyone for joining me. That would be Mel and Metal Jesus, and the pink-haired one, Trisha,
And the guest stars.
the guest stars, the Pigs of Guinea. Potato and Butternut, who I constantly want to call one of them Peanut, and I missed an opportunity there with Potato and Peanut.
And he's the one that named him.
I named him. And Isis, of course, the little terrorist.
Isis Godzilla, Alan.
Yes. So we will see you. We will be back in the future. I don't know when, but this show is not dead. It just takes long breaks. And this is like the 4th long break this show has had, which is why we're only on episode 149 instead of episode 308 or something like that. So we'll see you next time.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.
Hello.